Hello, hello, hello. How are all my teachers doing out there this morning? So, today I wanted to talk about, as we prepare to go back to school, I wanted to talk about the type of classroom environment we're going to plan to have, right? So, we have a couple more weeks left of summer. And during this time, it's really, really important for us to start preparing for when our students are going to be back in the classroom and when we are going to be back in the classroom. Now, for those of you who it might be your first year teaching, or it might be your first time teaching pre-K, this is for you because it's so important that you understand the type of classroom environment that you want to cultivate as a pre-K teacher. And one of the questions that you need to ask yourself is, hmm, what type of environment do I want to have? How do I want my students to feel when they come into my classroom? And it's important for you to know that because that's going to govern how you move and how you begin to plan and set things up in your room. Now, everyone is different. So, as human beings, as teachers, we have different personalities, and there are different environments that we thrive in, and there are various environments that we don't thrive in. And whether you believe it or not, the type of environment that you set up for your students is directly tied to your personal values and your personal preference as far as what makes you feel comfortable and the type of environment that you thrive in. For example, there are some people who love, love, love bright colors. And then there are other people who don't care for bright colors because they find it to be extremely overwhelming or they think it's too much and they prefer more muted colors. And so, as you consider how you want your students to feel in your classroom, these are just a few of the things that you're going to have to take into consideration. I know for me, I wanted my students to feel a sense of wonder and excitement when they come into the classroom. I wanted them to feel as if they were stepping into a whole new world, kind of like, Narnia when they go into the wardrobe and they're in a completely different world. And so I always and I'm a super creative and artistic person as well. So my creativity, my classroom environment, the physical classroom environment was what really helped me to really bring out that creative side of myself. Now, there are some teachers who may not be super duper creative, and that's okay because there are a lot of resources out here that can help with that. And so if you're a person that has a more minimalistic preference and you just kind of like to see things clean and super duper not too colorful, a little bit understated, that's fine too. But also consider the students that you're going to be serving as well in your classroom. I'm a strong believer that the students that we get in our classroom are the students that need us. They need the type of person that we are, and you need that child in your classroom because there's something in you that needs to be developed. That's going to be another video, but I'm just saying, as far as your classroom environment, two questions to definitely consider is, how do you want your students to feel in your classroom? This is something that you need to think about and plan towards. And how do you want to feel in your classroom? Because the fact of the matter is, you're going to be in your classroom just as much as your students or more, and it's important for you to also create an environment that you will also thrive in. And once you as a teacher are thriving, then the positive feelings that you have about being in your classroom environment will definitely be passed along to your students as you help them move through the different areas in your classroom. So, um, that's the end of the video. I hope you found some value, and feel free to leave any comments or questions that you have about that. I could go on, but I'll pause here and I'll talk to you guys next time.